Hi. People has been asking me about how I control my board because I have this one on my guitar, or one other of these, and that's part of my way to control it. The history of this is that I was using a Helix for a long time. I liked the way it works. I missed the ability just to, especially the amp, just to fast change what I need. And then I tried this one and it just sounded so great. So I ended up selling my Helix, and then I found the Hotone, which is, I'm only using it for delay, octaver, and reverbs, and it's really great for that. I'm not using any amps or anything in it. And then I needed something before my preamp, and I've always liked the guitar directly into the amp. And I discovered when using the mothership, it actually sounded like that, felt the same way. So if I had some different compressors I tried, and none of them had true bypass. And when I added it, I didn't have Midi control. And so I ended up buying the Bloom, which is great. And if you set it up the right way, it has a true bypass, not by default. So my signal chain is just guitar directly into this one, unless it's on. And if I press here, then it turns off. So the great thing is that this is Midi controlled. Then I needed to be able to control different devices. Some of them are program change MIDI, some of them are CC, some of them have presets and toggles, and so I wanted a way to control all different equipment, not just one thing. And I wanted a master volume on my guitar, because I always have ended up using a volume pedal, because you stand there and the rhythm isn't perfect level, and so you're kind of stuck to your pedal board if you use that. I tried out different products and I couldn't find what I needed. So I ended up building this remote, which has 4 buttons. You can see here 4 buttons, and then I have a controller over here. And the idea is that the controller is a MIDI controller. It's built so you have scenes and you have toggle commands or preset commands. So you can have a scene like this one, scene 1. When I press, I put this one here so you can see. When I press the button 1, then it's scene 1, scene 2 is here, etc. And the volume I can fine adjust it, but next time I press scene, then it resets. I can also have a toggle buttons and etc. So that's the basic idea. So I can, if you see channel 1, I like that one with the compressor on and no FX on, and just a clean channel, as clean as I like it. Then I have scene 2, which is no compressor, a boost, and then a delay. And the good thing about this is that I can still turn on an extra delay and reverb, and next time I select it here, then it resets to the scene I want, but I still have the toggle functionality. And then at the same time, I wanted to be able to have a foot control. So in this case, I'm just using my looper. I'll show you something else about that one, but if I press here, then this should be just a MIDI controller. So I have the different channels here, and it just goes up and down. So that's the way it's built. If I want to, I like just playing with loop stuff myself. So if I'll just go back to the level here. So this is kind of stuck. Oh yeah, I need to. That bus is so old. The UI is old and it's taking so long to boot. It wouldn't be the one I would buy, to be honest, but now I got it. So now I'm back to a normal track here. I can record on track 1, something, blah, 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 and then it plays. And then when I've paid that, I want to go to play bass. So instead, I'll just make a little longer recording here. Clang, 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 clang. So I'll just press here and it turns to bass. So I can, when I start recording, if I press it a little before where it starts recording, then it does the scene change also. So I have an octave bass. Now after this, I'd like to go to some clean floating stuff. I'll just press here and it's changed to that. So this way I can have scenes in my looper too. Or it's called snapshots on Helix, but scene snapshots, yeah, same thing, different word. So this is my basic setup, and this is a off-the-shelf little intelligent thing. I've got one more here. You can buy them. It's a M5 Stack Core 2. So I made the software for that one. Then the next step is how do you configure this? Because building UI for this thing is, well, I hate when editing this one. I need to go to the floor, or I need to connect a computer and an app. And so I wanted a way to be able to handle this just by something. And instead of building an app for the computer and cabling, this one has Bluetooth in it. So I built this app here, which can do what I want. It has the first homepage is just the controller, and I can choose scene 2. So it basically just do what I wanted. I can resync. Then it has these settings. So if we go to scene 1, it's like that. I can say turn that one off. So the principle is button 1, just take a scene. Button 2 is also a scene. Button 3 is a scene. I could make another scene if it was, but button 4. But button 5, I've changed that to a command thing. So when I press button 5, then the chorus this one will turn on and off. So let's go to homepage. So we have scene 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have yeah, sorry, I couldn't see it. Yeah, so then we have this one. That is, so button 5, which could be a button here on this one or whatever, is now a toggle for an effect. The scenes are built so you have different scenes, and when you have a scene, you have a name. So let's go to scene 4 because that one is selected. So let's say we could call this one lead instead. That would make more sense. Like that. And the lead should have, the chorus should be off. I'm not that 80 guy type. And the double, no. Tremolo off. Octave off. Please don't have octave on that one. Right now I have down here, we want the channel 2 boost to be on, and we want a delay like that. So now we have a scene called lead, dun dun dun, and that should turn this thing on and off. At the moment, I haven't configured that one I don't have the cable on, so doesn't matter. Now it's the principle. So this way you can configure the buttons from your device, which is called button 1 to 20, and then you have the rotary button. So these are pretty open. You can use MIDI or whatever you want. You have scenes, and on a scene you can control the different commands, and then you have commands, and the commands is yeah, we can add a new command. Let's say we have this bloom, and we want that one, so we say comp bloom comp like that, and that should be a toggle, so it can be turned on and off, and that I know that it's on MIDI channel 3. So CC address 2, I think it was, like that, and then we have a minimum value. For a toggle you need to set typically a CC with a 0 and a 125. So the minimum value should be 0 and the maximum value should be 100. Oh, and the maximum value should be 127, like that. Done. Go OK. Trick at scene change, yes please. And that's it. So now we have, when you take the lead sound, it will also turn on the bloom if it was connected. That's the principle of my little sexy line controller. The hardware is off-the-shelf hardware. You need a cable, or you can buy a little MIDI print. That part will also be something that is open hardware, so people can buy that. The software will be somewhere where the app will be in, there will be in purchase in the app, and the software for the controller will probably just be something you download. So that's a business model of it. But if you're interested, please like and subscribe on this channel, and write a comment down below, and then I'll see within a month I should be ready for having some beta testers, and that could be you if you want. Hope you enjoyed, and let's see if this will become something that you end up using. Thank you very much for listening.